Hi, Dave Snyder here, November the 10th, 2012. Okay, so this is as you can see, Mare Orientale. This is a crater on the moon, and I have it backwards because I have it overlaid over the Earth. That's the way you have to have it when you overlay it over the Earth, to see what you need to see, the truth, the real Planet X, the real destroyer, the real Nibiru, or what? Not, it's not really. I wouldn't call it Nibiru, but it's probably been called everything by the ancient people of the Earth. It's probably, every civilization has named it something. The old lion, it's the bull's eye, eye of the bull, all kinds of things. But anyways, this crater, like I said, it's prepared for the National Aeronautics and Space Administration by it's an Atlas of the Moon Comparative Planetology Series. Okay, Mare Orientale area over here. Department of the Interior, United States Geological Survey. So the USGS made the map for NASA, and it's a drawing basically of the shaded relief map of the Mare Orientale area of the moon. 1978 is dated backwards right there. Very detailed drawing, basically. And this is reversed, like I said. You can see it's backwards, and it's over South America. And just take a look at it. You kind of need a big screen. If you don't have a big screen, make sure you're watching it at least full screen. Okay. I mean, if you have a screen big enough to see what I'm showing you, you should be, basically, I don't know, not in shock, but I mean, you should be completely interested in what you're seeing here, right? Because this is just a simple one. This is just a simple, easy, right in our face one right here. This one is right in our face. This one here is right in our face. Look how big the moon is. See that? This crater. Okay, let me just measure from one side of this to the other. There's 5,000 miles right there. 5,000. So, I'm pretty much guessing the moon is a Mars-sized planet. And I'm pretty much guessing it's hit the Earth. The Mars-sized planet that hit the Earth to create the moon. Think about that. The Mars-sized planet, and it's just this planet that hit the Earth, just disappeared and created the moon. But the moon, we got the moon just coalesced, and that's how it all came down, right? I don't think that's the way it all went down. I think if you look at this picture and you have even an ounce of common sense, I mean, that's all it takes, really. Just a little bit common sense to know what you're seeing with your own eyes. You should be able to interpret this as the truth of the Earth. It makes it hard to see, kind of. So here you go. I'm not going to carry on too long. I showed this a bunch of times. It's really a really important thing to know about the Earth. Only just the most important thing I think to know about the Earth. If you're going to know something about the Earth, this is what if I wanted to know something about the Earth, this is what I want to know. Okay, where there's dry land, where water nearby, that's that's basically the most important stuff to know. So you can a place to survive. It has a pattern, an impact pattern. This crater used to face the Earth. This is the Mare Orientale Basin. It's on the side of the moon like this now. You can see, sometimes you can barely see like a little bit of it, like this. When you're looking up at the moon, you see it about off to the side, like like that or something. Sometimes you get that'd be lucky to get that right there, really. But it used to face the Earth. The Mayans made that calendar to represent this. This is a picture of what this. The Mayan calendar is a picture of the moon as they saw the moon. This is it. You see the tongue, and you see a lot of stuff in this picture. All the little critters in there, and pyramids and spikes and things. It's a lot of stuff in this picture that fits the Mayan calendar. And this is South America, people. You see this crater, like this crater off to the side right here? You can see that crater right there in South America. It's a perfect fit. It's real simple. This is really Simple. This one here. This is just basic. This is the one that, I mean, this is right in our face. Like I said, it's right in our face. So, just thought you'd like to see that. You know, when I show you the other stuff that I'm showing, this is nothing. This shows it clearly, though. It clearly shows the moon's hit the Earth. It does clearly show that. I mean, you look at it on your own screen and a big screen, it does clearly show that the moon has hit the Earth. Okay? So, when I show you the other stuff with the weather patterns and the other things that I've been showing you, you need to pay attention to those, because those are showing all how many impacts happen on the Earth. How many? Because they are there's many of them. All, look at the moon, okay? Just look at the moon someday on Google Moon. Just look at the moon and spin around and look at all sides of the moon. Every side of that moon that you look at while you do that has hit the Earth. Every side, every dark little patch circle you see, even on the dark side or the back side where it's mostly white, but it used to be all black, like the side we see now, because, well, the side that we see now, when it impacted the Earth, it covered a lot of the other ones. Some of them aren't covered, but a lot of them are covered. The older ones, I'm sure, are the ones that are most covered. We can take a look at that right now. I might as well just show you. I'm trying to keep the video short because people, you know, don't like to watch things for very long. They get the idea and then they move on. So I've already gone over my limit here, but show you the moon here. What I'm talking about on the moon. You seen that fit? That's a perfect fit on South America. It definitely. You see how they pixelate things in here to hide those craters and stuff that are right in here in this spot. There's those distinct craters that are right in these areas that they hide. Those pixelation. You don't see any of that around here. Just right here. It's going to take a minute for it to go to the moon. It always does. I have to download all my information first. I mean, it's so important. It's what killed the dinosaurs, people. It's every extinction level event on the planet, right? Here, let me turn this off. It's hard to find. There it is. Okay, so the moon. Here we go. This crater is the crater that I just showed you. Look how small it is on the moon. Okay, so they're saying the moon's only 2,100 miles across. There's no way that crater fits perfectly in South America. It's guaranteed it hits in South America. And all over a lot of other places on the Earth. It's much bigger than this. Actually, they don't show you this because Google Moon is pretty much garbage. But here's the reason why they build pyramids. I showed this before. The pyramid right on the top of it. Like this, right here. That's your pyramid with the bright spot right on the top. This used to face the Earth, people. Believe it or not. And you see the actual size of this crater. It really goes all the way out. Like this whole dark area. This has all been covered. This stuff's been covered. It used to look like this. Now it don't, because it's been covered by this impact. When these impacts happen over here, it covers this stuff on the backside. You can see these ones. This is big. This is just what's left of it. This is actually all the way around. It's a big impact with the Earth. Okay. Here's another. This one too. See how this one's just barely. It used to be darker, but it's been covered by the debris that rains down from these other fresher impacts over in the front here. This is the most recent side that hits the Earth. It's hit the North Pole. Trust me, this side has hit the Earth recent. The side that faces us all the time is the magnetically attracted side of the moon that is attracted to the Earth magnetically. It faces us the same way for that reason. It is attracted. It's like two magnets. When you get the two poles, opposites attract. So when the pole shifts on the Earth, I do believe the moon comes back to hit the Earth. And I think it happens a lot. It's happened a lot of times. And I believe that it happens every time we go up and down through the galactic equator. Because we go down through it, and then under it, and then back up, and then down. It's like that wave pattern. We go up and down through the galactic equator. I think every time that we do that, the pole must reverse or something, and the moon comes to hit the Earth. Now just... all these impacts are huge. The ones that are on the backside. Look at this one. This is a huge impact. Unless you think that all these little meteors that created, they all hit the same spot at a different time, or all at the same time, or whatever you think, but they only hit that one spot. to make, and then they didn't hit out here at all, right? It just, this one side got beat up by a whole bunch of small ones, or it's just one big one, the Earth. Yes, that's what it is. It's one big one, the Earth. That lines up on the Earth, right in the Pacific Ocean. I can line that right up in the Earth. It's hard to see because it's a Google Moon image, and I can't get any other images of this side besides Google Moon. But I know it fits. I can see it. It's just you wouldn't be able to see it. It's one of them ones where it takes practice to see, because it's so vague that, you know, the moon is crap on here. I'm telling you, this moon is not detailed as you think it is. You know, look at these lines and stuff. See how they do this? You know, it's like a mosaic, but it's still, they leave so much out on a Google Moon. But this is a big impact with the Earth, and bigger than you think, because this moon is not. It's a Mars-sized planet. This moon is a Mars-sized planet. I don't give a shit what they say. You see the print on the Earth. You measure every print on the Earth that I do is about the same size. Always the same size, about the same size. Really big, bigger than they say the moon is, for sure. Just this crater bigger than the moon is, than they say the moon is. Just that crater alone is bigger than what they say this whole moon is. So that ought to tell you something. And you can check it yourself. You know, you don't have to believe me. You can check it yourself. I mean, just do the simple one I just showed you. That's the simplest one you could ever do. But like I said, this is the most recent side that hit the Earth. That's why it's dark. But these other sides used to be dark too. This all used to be dark too. Okay, but the debris, if you use the color moon, colorize this, you can see where a lot of the stuff is ejected to, which direction it's pushed to. There, let me turn this on. Okay, so during this impact, or during one of the last impact, let me see what the last impact would be. The side that faces us, which is right here. Okay, this is the blue is the deeper elevations. As it gets darker blue, and then the more red is the higher elevation. So you can see a lot of the stuff is pushed to the back side of the moon. These higher areas, and that's where the areas that are covered. Watch. See, this is all the stuff that's been covered, because it gets all thrown up here. You know, like this one right here. This is the deepest, some of the deepest area on the moon right here. This part I just showed you. This part here. That's the deepest part, pretty much the deepest part of the moon. There's not much deeper. See that? It's the darkest blue. Well, it's the darkest blue there is. And so that shows you that's been impacted. Now it's covered. See, it's even deeper than this side over here. Even deeper than this side. Even though this side looks deeper because it's a big black area, well, obviously that's not the way it is. You know, this side's even deeper than that, and it's not as dark, but it's because it's been covered with all the debris that rains down after the impact, or during, or after, whatever. So there you go. That's my theory on that. And take a look. You've seen it. I showed it to you already. I'm just going to go ahead and end it there. It's too long already. So there you go. Simple as that. Really, it's simple as that. It's that simple.